This song makes me feel like I have long hair. Oh shit! Oh! 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 Oh my god! Oh! Damn! Nice melody. Oh my gosh, it feels like I'm just running through some fucking grass and a bunch of flowers. Oh shit! Whoa, what the fuck was that? That sound in the instrumental is crazy. I hear a little bit of Britney and I hear a little bit of Charlie XCX. Okay, so today's the day that I finally give Addison Rae a chance. When this album first came out, a lot of people were telling me to react to it. Even a couple months after the album came out, people were still telling me to react to it, and each time I said, hell no. I just didn't have an interest in it, especially with knowing her TikTok side. I just didn't really care to listen to this album. And I'm all for people growing and venturing into different spaces. And for me to react to an album on this channel, I have to have one of two things. The first thing is an interest in listening to the album. The second thing is I have to have an open mind while listening to an album, even if I don't have an interest in it. For the longest time, I didn't have none of those things until today for some reason. But today I sat down in front of this camera and I was like, you know what, man? Fuck it, I'm ready. So I'm not gonna waste your time for the intro like I usually do. All you need to know is that I'm so fucking ready for this reaction. And if you want the full and uncut album reaction, you gotta go to my Patreon. The sole reason why I'm able to continue to make content, it really does help me out. Over there, you get early access to all the videos I'm talking about hella early. Full and uncut album reactions, other cool shit if you want it, but hey, just you being here really means a lot to me. Now, with all that said, without further ado, let's get into the reaction. Alright, y'all, we got track 1, which is New York. Let's go. Welcome to New York. Oh shit. This is different already.
Black car picked me up from the airport. Dropped my bags at the Bowery Hotel. Next stop to the club, I'm a dance whore.
Next stop to the club, I'm a dance whore. She sounds like somebody here, I just don't know it yet. It's like a fusion of a couple. I don't know it yet, but it's very ambient and very spacious so far. Like, I feel like there's a lot of like kind of unsettling ambience, like I'm kind of floating through space right now, or floating through some air, but you know, still gotta let it rock. Let's see what happens.
Kick drum to gum.
Oh shit, hold on. Huh. Oh shit. Okay. Yo, that drum is pretty nice. Oh, that was cool. Oh shit. Oh my god. Right here, I hear a little bit of Britney and I hear a little bit of Charlie XCX. This is what I'm hearing, just a little bit. Not bad, not bad. That was an interesting bop. That was cool. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. You know when your voice gets higher, you're like surprised, like, oh my god, oh my god. But no, in all seriousness, that was New York. That caught me by surprise. That was very somewhat experimental, still very pop and a little bit polished, kind of like meant for a little bit of radio play. Not sure if it's on the radio or not. I'm always on the aux, but that was it started off very ambient, especially just obviously depicting New York. It was very catchy too. That she was very repetitive, but in a solid way. It wasn't too repetitive where I'm like turned off about it, but very bright. The percussive elements on there, especially the kick drum, was really nice to hear. I mean, I love dance music. I love music to make you just feel good and just move your shoulders, right? I mean, I heard a little bit of Britney Spears in there. I heard a little bit of Charlie XCX in there, especially the Brett album. I feel like a lot of pop artists are gaining inspiration from that Brett album now. And yeah, that wasn't a bad track one. That was very interesting. She already went a different route than what I expected to. I thought it was gonna be like a formulaic structured pop, but it wasn't. But that was only track one, so can't give you too much flowers right now. But track two is Diet Pepsi.
My boy's a winner. He loves the game.
Oh, whoa.
Reflect off his cross gold chain. I like the way he's telling me my ass looks good in these ripped blue jeans. My cheeks are red like cherries in the spring.
Okay, that's her second time being a little bit sensual, bring it out there. And I'm a big fan of R&B music. I love that type of content matter just because R&B music, if you listen to some real R&B, they really get to it. I thought she would play it safe. She's not playing it safe. She's really like going at it. And that's really cool to hear. It shows some, honesty. It shows some like vulnerability and a sensual side to her that, usually in pop music, it really goes hand in hand. But man, some of the percussive elements so far are really like getting to me. Okay, Addison. Oh man, this song makes me feel like I have long hair. Oh shit, oh my god. Okay. Ooh, okay. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know I love summer music, dog. And your boy been outside. I've been outside. Not bad, Addison. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I see. I mean, not only is she creating a vibe, she's really just setting the scenery too. Like, I'm not saying her songwriting is like on a level of like Lana Del Rey or some shit, but like she's doing enough to kind of paint that picture for you, kind of bring you back to a past memory.
Sitting on his lap, sipping Diet Pepsi. I write my name with lipstick on your chest. I leave a mark so you know I'm the best.
I like her background vocals too. Oh, nice. Oh. In the backseat, say you love, say you love, say you love me. Oh, shit. Oh. Hey, okay. Okay, that was a really nice one. Her voice sounded great on that one. It kind of felt like a little bit, I keep comparing it, but it's because it's what I'm hearing. You know how FK Twigs plays with some of her vocals a little bit, would have some vocal effects on there to kind of make it seem very ambient at times. She has something similar going on for her. Not only that, very catchy, especially for that bridge and outro. That was really nice. That was really great. And again, with the songwriting, really setting the picture for you about what's happening. Just like she's playfully confident on there. She says she's leaving her mark with her lipstick, things of that nature, losing her innocence in the backseat. Very flirtatious. It kind of makes me feel like I'm back in college and shit. Maybe even late high school. But yeah, very synth pop bounce, catchy, nice little, electric drums in there. Just a very... that was okay. Okay. A lot of people were saying when I heard this album came out, I thought it was all propaganda. They were like, oh, pop album of the year. This is one of the greater albums ever. And I'm like, what? Okay, it's fine if you think that, but like, is it because of her name or is it because of the music, right? But anyways, track two. Oh, I see it. Okay, it says right here. Charlie XCX is a mentor of hers. Okay, I didn't read this paragraph. Screaming over the remix of the Mentor Charlie XCX Von Dutch remixed. Yeah, she was on the Brat album, but she didn't have like a crazy large part. But okay. I didn't know Charlie XCX was a mentor. You can definitely hear a little bit though. Track 3 is Money Is Everything.
When I was growing up, Mama always told me to save my money.
This is about a story about a girl named Lucky.
Can a girl have fun? Can a girl have fun? Can a girl have fun?
I'm still 50-50 on that drop.
Please DJ play Madonna, wanna roll one with Lana. Get high with Gaga, I'm the girl I used to be.
Okay.
Still the girl inside of me. Pocket full of sunshine, busting through the seams.
You know, she said right here, wanna roll one with Lana, get high with Gaga. Obviously, I spoke about Lana earlier. I just mentioned her name really quickly. You can hear a little influence. Gaga, I don't hear too much Gaga influence, but y'all know as I've gone through the show, I really fuck with the Gokster. She's the homie for real. But I thought that drop was gonna have a little bit like when I get to the club, I want to hear this club classic. You know what I'm talking about? That drop. I thought it was gonna have a similar drop to that, but it kind of gave more of an ambient drop, more of like somewhat side to side. I'm still 50-50 on this track. Still 50-50. Not am I a fan of that? Not really sure. I feel like I need a couple more listens with that one. It was a different drop than what I was expecting. Obviously talking about like materialistic desire and stuff like that. Obviously money, the price of stuff. Very dance pop with just like some touch of like satirical edge. I don't know if I said the word right. You get what I'm saying. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling that one. I thought the drop would be a little bit more energetic, more contagious, makes me want to dance, but that drop was more like, I don't know. It was more like chill. But at the same time, I don't know how to explain what I'm saying right now. It just wasn't what I was expecting. Need a couple more listens for that one. All right, moving on to the next track now, which is Aquamarine. Oh, this might be something. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Ooh. Nah. Hey, yo, bartender. Pina coladas for the whole table right now. I don't even drink pina coladas, but bring some right now. And I got to, man, keep bringing them too. Oh man, that was whoa. I love her voice on this right now. Oh, damn! Nice melody. Okay. Did we talk about the bass though?
Swimming in the sea with the salt in my hair. Kissed by the sun, it's a love affair. Heart of the ocean around my neck.
Oh shit.
Say it, you know what's next. I'm transforming in realigning. I'll take you with me high.
Oh my God.
Give me
Oh. Damn. Whoo, shit. That was crazy. That was crazy. It's been a while since I pulled out these shades, man. I should have pulled them out earlier. Pause. Whoo. Okay. Where do I even begin? That was a banger. Actually, round of applause. And gunshots. Fuck it. Gunshots from Addison Rae. Yeah. I didn't expect to enjoy it that much. That was fucking crazy. That was infatuation, subject matter wise, and just dreamy. But the instrumental was also very dreamy, but dance filled, like. Perfect. It was very poppy, very polished, but in a good way. Those synths really just added some warm like texture to the track, just made you feel like, again, just like you're moving through like this weird, you're moving through air, but like everything around you just feels so good. That was fire. That track is what I thought money is everything was gonna be after like that first little intro part. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. That's the best track on this album. Yo, if she has more of those, whoo, shit. Okay, I can see why this is album why some people will say this is album of the year, pop wise. But nah, I got to give it to the Goxter still. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. We still got a lot of the album left. Track 5 is Lost and Found. Okay, so Lost and Found was a little interlude, nothing too crazy. I'm a reserved thought just because I feel like it's in connection with the rest of this album. So track 6 is High Fashion.
Have you ever dreamt of being seen? Not by someone more like in a magazine. Wanting something more than just a hit. I don't need your drugs. I'd rather get high fashion. I don't want cheap love. I'd rather get high fashion. I don't need your drugs.
You know what, man? Her production is actually really, really good. Really, really good. Like, it's very ambient, but at the same time, very captivating, especially with the percussive elements. Like, you hear the snaps in the instrumental, but there's also like this weird, like, razor sound going through the instrumental. It's like warping in and out, but it's like very addicting to hear. It kind of gets you immersed into the song. Now, her lyrics aren't really gravitating me right now. She's not really doing too much vocally. Again, I don't need her to be Whitney Houston, but I feel like it's more so the instrumental on this track that's kind of grabbing me a little bit. But her production in general, which was the main point, is that it's pretty fire.
With the cigarette pressed between my teeth.
What?
You know that I need to fuck. But when it comes to shoes, I'll be a slut. I know I'm drunk, but
You know what?
I don't need your drugs.
Again, I wouldn't expect this from her content matter wise, because she's always been that TikTok polished star. Like, you know, a lot of little kids watch her, like under 12 years old and shit. That's kind of like her demographic on TikTok, from what I'm assuming, because I didn't really pay attention to her that often. But you know, when TikTok first came out, they like forced you to watch some Addison Rae and some of the other people around her. I always just hit the not interested or just scrolled past because I'm too old for that shit. But in terms of subject matter, she's giving it up a little bit in here, which I can really applaud her for, because that's not an easy thing to do. Especially, you could alienate a piece of your fan base doing that, but she don't care, and I fuck with her for that.
Spiraling into you.
Like, this right here reminds me of Eusexual.
You make it hard, so hard to choose.
In terms of the vocals.
I know how to make the hard things look really easy.
Like, that right there sounded fire. But again, it's the instrumental and the production that's making me really enjoy it. Oh, nice. I like how she switched it up for the outro. So when artists do shit like that for the outro, it shows you that they give a fuck. That they're not taking the easy way out, because they could easily do a fade out. And not to say that doing a fade out is like lazy, but when you take the time and effort to, you know, do something with the outro, even if it's for a couple seconds, that shows intent. That shows that you care. So even regardless about how I feel about the track, her doing stuff with the outro allows me to see that in the creative process, she was like, okay, we need to do something with that, which is really cool to hear. And it shows that she gives a fuck about, you know, music. In terms of the track though, High Fashion, I didn't really identify with, you know, the song, just because not really the materialistic person. If you are, that's cool, that's fine. Even if it's just like a character that she's playing, that's fine too. But again, the lyrics didn't really grab me. Vocally, she didn't do too crazy in that. She didn't like really set a vibe with me for her voice. But the production on there is what really gravitated me. Very contemporary pop, but with rhythmic kind of feel to it. Again, the snaps in there, really, really nice to hear. Very addicting. I already told you about that feeling I got while listening to the the instrumental, especially during the verses, that was kind of like in and out. That was really nice. But yeah, for the most part, it was the production that I liked about the track. So overall, an okay track. Not mad at it. I feel like with a couple more listens, I might enjoy it more. But track 7 is Summer Forever.
Love inside my parents said it used to second times the charm.
Second times.
I never thought I'd find someone easily. Doing shots at the bar, when naked at the beach, barefoot on the street, background on my phone. Never felt less alone. All my fears thrown out.
Oh.
Makes it feel
Oh yeah.
and I truly think you're special.
Oh shit.
Love's one to remember.
Oh my god.
Fears thrown out the window. Makes it feel like summer forever.
This right here is what I think she's really good at, is creating, or when she does it, that she's in a lane of her own. Well, not in her own, but she's in a lane, if you get what I'm saying. So it's that atmospheric sound that puts you back in a past memory. When she does that, she's really fucking good. Again, like makes it feel like summer forever. All my fears thrown out the window. I mean, this shit is fine. This love's one to remember. Come on, like we've been there. We've been there. We've been there. We've been there. So like, she's bringing back past memories, which is really cool.
Get real romantic and never ever stop dancing. The edge was safer when I'm standing on it with you. Staying up all night long, singing our favorite songs, sneaking out in the car.
That was a very short verse. Oh my gosh, this hook is fire. The verse was like 2 lines, but hey, when you got a hook like this, just repeat it. All my fears thrown out the window, makes it feel like summer forever. If we got any lovebirds in the building, let me hear you sing this. Okay.
This ain't my first time, but baby, I hope that it's my last. Want this to last.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! That was nice. Oh my gosh! It feels like I'm just running through some fucking grass and a bunch of flowers. Hey, that one was pretty fire. I mean, when you got a hook like that, just repeat the shit out of it. I ain't mad at you. That second verse is like 2 lines long, but hey, who gives a fuck? Very nostalgic. Reminds you of like youthful love, like again, high school, college, at least for me. I gotta search up how old she is, because she's gotta be like similar age to me. She's gotta be in her mid-20s, because that's what I would hope for the evolution of Addison Rae, is to kind of get away from youthful love and get into more mature love, if you get what I'm saying. But obviously it's her first album. She ain't gonna do all that. You know, she's got a fan base to please as well. But man, summer memories, my favorite type of memories. If you've been following the channel for a while, I just love summer. Hence, a lot of the albums I really enjoy, such as Frank Ocean Blonde, it's a summer album. Takes me back to summer moments. Summer has a big play in my life. So anytime an artist can really dive into that and take me back to those feelings, I really fucking love it. But it had like an upbeat vibe to it, but I also felt like I was running through grass and a bunch of fucking flowers. It was just very joyful and vibey to hear. That was really nice. I love that one. I love that one. That was really cool. All right, now moving on to the next track. So far, very surprising and very pleasing to hear. Track 8 is In the Rain.
Walk in the room, my high heels on, I strike a pose. Young, dumb, and cute, nothing to lose. And now the past is someone that I have to answer for. I got a whole new point of view. So I cry, only
know, with this song, I'm like bobbing my head to it, but I don't really, I don't really enjoy it too much. Like, it doesn't really grab me at all. It's the percussive elements in her music that really get me nodding my head. It isn't really, for this track, it's not anything else right now. Like, I'm listening to what she's saying. It's just like, you feel me? It's just like that, but that percussive element in the instrumental is just like, shit is fire. It sounds like the beat is beatboxing, which is really cool.
If you're offended, say a prayer. Misunderstood, but I'm not gonna sweat it. Isn't it all for the show? Keeping a smile on my face for protection.
And also, like, these songs are very short, so like if I don't love the hook already, her repeating it over and over again doesn't really do anything to me. I mean, the hook is cool, don't get me wrong, but I've heard her do some more fire shit before. Oh yeah, she stripped some of the beat out for this. It's cool. Now this section is crazy. Okay, yeah. Now bringing it back makes it a lot better. Yeah, that one definitely grew on me. At first, I wasn't really feeling it, but once they got to the bridge where they stripped some of the beat out and then brought it back in, that was crazy. Even when it came to the hook, like at first it was like, it's a cool hook, man. I mean, it ain't nothing too crazy because I've heard her do some other crazy shit before. But then again, when they stripped that beat out and I heard, man, I think that was the best part of the song. And then they brought the instrumental back to its entirety. She's saying the hook again for the outro. I was like, all right, I fuck with it. But it's the verses, I guess, that didn't really do it for me. I think it's because she talks about a lot of like a little bit of fame and a little bit of, just like materialistic stuff and just being, not that that's a bad thing, because I listen to a lot of hip hop music. I mean, a lot of it is flexing, lifestyle, things of that nature. So I don't got a problem with that. It's just kind of like in the way, I guess I'm having trouble like separating the TikTok star from the materialistic stuff, if you get what I'm saying. It's not to the point where like I can't enjoy the music, but it's like, I see the TikToks like while I'm listening to the music, if you get what I'm saying. I don't know. The music itself is cool, but I guess when it comes to that subject matter, I'm not the biggest fan, especially when it comes to pop, maybe. Because for different genres, I look for different things. But anyways, track 9 is Fame is a Gun.
You know I keep it real. I live for the appeal. Knew it from the start. It was the only way to mend my broken heart. Don't ask too many questions. This is my one confession.
Okay.
It never was enough. Fame is a gun.
Oh, whoa.
Crush and burn, girl, baby, swallow it dry. You got a front row seat, and I got a taste of the glamorous life.
Oh, shit. Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Make it gonna go down in history. Don't ask too many questions. God gave me the permission. And when you see me, it makes me want it more. I got a taste of the glamorous life. Love is a drug.
Oh my God.
I'm your dream girl, but you're not my type.
That sound in the instrumental is crazy.
And I got a taste of the glamorous life. As being loved by you. Nothing makes
Oh,
me feel as good as being loved by you.
nice. You've got a front seat. It's very catchy. At the very least, it's something I can vibe to. I gotta. That was crazy. That sound in the instrumental at the ending, that was crazy. To have that come every once in a while in the instrumental, holy shit. At the very least, I'm so glad that it's catchy at the very least. But there's much more to that, which is really cool to listen to. Like I can definitely see some artistic expression coming to this, not like some copy paste formulaic shit. It's definitely some layers to her. And I mean, a common theme is fame within this album. You know, some materialistic stuff, but obviously there's like an emotional cost to this, like, you know, all this stuff. But man, that synth like driven, like alt pop esque, whatever the fuck, very confident delivery, vibrant, crazy. Again, her melody choices too, they're like spot on. Like the songs that I really fuck with, you can see why I fuck with them right away. And for the most part, she's repeating a lot of her hooks like very often. Not in this track where like the verses are very, very short. Like some of the tracks, the verses are like two like lines long, especially the second verse. But I don't mind it when your hook is that fire and you got something so catchy, man. Ride the wave, ride the wave. It kind of reminds me of like early 2000s, late 90s pop a little bit. But track 10 is Times Like These.
I know you like when I wear this dress. I feel best when I'm wearing less. If I dye my hair bleach blonde, maybe then I'll turn you on. Tell you what I want tonight. Will it make me feel less tight? No matter what I try to do, in times like these, it's how it has to be. Yeah, how it has to be. Yeah, think about
You know, this is one of the rare times where I like the verses more than the hook.
found again. Should I jump in the unknown? Or is it better to know how it unfolds? Am I too young to be this mad? Am I too old to
Like I
play
really
with
love her
it?
delivery on that.
Can't feel the ground beneath my feet.
Yeah, man, I like the verses more than the hook right now. I just really love the different delivery.
Let's see if I'll go head out the window.
You see, like lines like this, head out the window. It just really sets a vibe.
Can't feel the ground beneath my feet. No matter what
I tell you what, the hook is growing on me. It takes a while at times, but she repeats it enough times where like, okay, now I'm vibing. Okay, that was Times Like These. Pretty solid song. I like the verses a lot because of her delivery. It was very different, especially compared to the hook. At first, I wasn't really feeling the hook too much, but again, the beat is so like knocking enough where like it makes you just bop your head because of the percussive elements. And again, very ambient. I feel like the whole album is very ambient. It really kind of makes you feel like you're floating through some air and some sparkles and some whatever the fuck. But she repeats the hook so often that like after a while you can't help but to want to sing along to the hook. It just grows on you. So even if you don't like it initially, like as it goes on, you have no choice but to vibe to it. And I feel like she has, that's kind of like a cheat code for her right now. But overall, a very solid song. Track 11 is Life's No Fun Through the Clear Waters. Oh my God. I just got a text that was crazy, bro. I can't read it out loud, but oh my God. Oh, I can't read it, but oh my God. Anyways, back to the music. You know, that was another kind of interlude. The last track that was similar to interlude, you can kind of see now how it ties into the album in its entirety. It kind of moves as like a what's that shit called? It's like a plot mover. Like it helps progress the plot a little bit. So, you know, pretty solid choices, artistic choices is what I'm trying to say, because that shows again some artistic, you know, it just shows some creative. It shows that she has a creative bone in her body. Is what I'm trying to say, because for a guy like me, especially, you see the background, like you see some of my favorite artists. Let me move to the side. There's Frank Ocean, J. Cole, Michael Jackson, Bryson Tiller's right there. You can barely see it. And then there's Boston right here. I'm not gonna. We got vinyls for days, right? Actually, not really. But you can see a lot of the vinyls I have are albums that have a big effect on my life, and they're also genre bending albums. So I kind of take sometimes listening to a new artist like Addison Rae. I'm too harsh for some reason, even though I shouldn't be, because not everybody needs to make a genre bending album, as you can clearly tell by some of the albums I do love enjoying while reacting to on this channel. But all I care is that you at least try. You get what I'm saying? Especially with hip hop today. I know this is not a hip hop reaction. There's artists where it's like copy and paste, and it's like, I heard the same song. The album is fucking 30 songs long, and it's the same song over and over again. It's like you're just selling me some bullshit right now. And I'm supposed to just enjoy this because you're one of my favorite artists. But anyways, I'm done ranting. She has a creative bone is what I'm saying. Track 12 is Headphones On.
Put your headphones on. Guess I gotta accept the pain. Need a cigarette to make me feel better. Every good thing comes my way, so I still get told up. Guess I gotta accept the pain. My headphones I put my headphones on. Listen to my
Her ad-libs give me a little Britney Spears. Like, she's showing some vulnerability here too. You know what, man? I appreciate this from her. She's really being open and honest and vulnerable, and she sprinkled that throughout the album. Well, not just sprinkled, she let you know. Oh, that beat was nice. Ooh.
Listen to my favorite song.
Nice.
I know the lows are what makes the highs higher.
Let's
So I
go.
tell myself this is a reminder.
This Addison Rae party is just coming to an end. Everybody out there, let me see you on the dance floor one more time.
Need a cigarette to make me feel better. Every good thing comes my way, so I still get told up. Guess I gotta accept the pain. Listen to my favorite song.
Nice, man. You see what I mean by she repeats the hook a lot? We have no choice but to vibe.
Letting my head down.
Like at first, it was cool, but then now you got no choice but to get immersed into the feeling.
Gonna tease till the wheels fall off.
Oh.
You know I can't get enough. Gonna tease till the wheels fall off.
Ladies and gentlemen, this party's coming to an end. Make sure you take an Uber home. Do not drink and drive. We need you safe. Oh, you. That's what I mean by the outros. When you do shit like that, it shows you care. Nice. Okay. You know what, man? Addison Rae, I'm sorry for all the shit I gave you. Honestly, I didn't give you really that much shit. I just said I'm not interested in listening to the album. But you know what? Now that I listened to the album, I can give you a round of applause. Because I can recognize some artistic talent there. I can recognize that she's definitely trying. I can recognize that this just isn't just another business venture for her. This is something she really does care about. This is not formulaic pop. I mean, it is, very polished, meant for some radio play for some of the songs that I've heard, but that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. That honestly shows a lot of, confidence in her that she can really do that. I mean, I feel like a lot of people were saying album of the year based off her name, but now I can kind of see why they would say that, especially with the year that pop had. Me personally, I'm gonna still give it to the Goksters. I really like it. I thought Life of a Showgirl was really great, but I'm not trying to compare it. I just think there's levels, and I feel like Addison Rae is, for her debut project, she's only going to get better, hopefully, right? And it shows a lot of promise. If a lot of people are saying album of the year, and in the same category, you got Sabrina Carpenter, Goksters, Taylor Swift, as well as others, Doja Cat, you're doing something really fucking good. If you can be named in that category with all those names, some heavy hitters, you're doing something really good. And she really did surprise me, man. I mean, a lot of exploring things of like self-reflection, fame, that lifestyle especially, and a lot of emotional complexity. Now, not to the level of Lana Del Rey where she makes you really sad and think about your entire life, but Addison Rae did enough to make you feel like, oh shit, is this really what I enjoy? With also having some very catchy hooks and production that was banging. Like, I was dead ass dancing in here, vibing to an Addison Rae project. I never thought I would say that. But again, a lot of stuff that played off nostalgia, especially some of the summer stuff, which I really enjoy. Some escapism. She was very honest. She mentioned her parents blaming her dad about something. She said, am I too old to blame my dad or too young to blame her dad? I forgot the line. But she gave some vulnerability in there, which shows that she's not afraid. And she also took some risk in terms of being sensual on the album and, you know, being a little like giving a little bit of sex appeal, because her audience is very young and that could alienate some of her audience depending on like who their parents are. But she didn't care about that. She just went all in, and I fuck with her for that. Very glossy pop at times, but again, that could still be a good thing. Dance infusions in there, like I was again moving my shoulders around, very atmospheric. A lot of this album is very atmospheric, which I do appreciate, because again, it made me feel like summer, and I enjoy summer. You can definitely hear like the potential in her voice, you know, some, you know, effects on there, but not too much where it's like, oh shit, you definitely need some help. No, she actually held her own, but also used effects in a way that added to the overall sound of the album. It wasn't forced. It was really nice. So overall, man, pleasantly surprised. This was a really enjoyable album. It's very short and concise, which I appreciate. She didn't waste no time with a lot of filler. And again, it showed some artistic promise, and I definitely will be looking forward to her next album. Anyways, that is a reaction. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you give it a like and comment and subscribe. Some of y'all be searching my name up in that search bar and not subscribing. Oh my god, there is a person who kept commenting under my videos for like 3 months straight, right? 3 months straight. A lot of my videos, almost all my videos, multiple times. And then I posted this one video. That person was like, all right, I'm finally gonna subscribe. I was like, you didn't subscribe after all this time? And you were telling me how much you rock with my videos? Like, it took this video right here for you to subscribe? I was like, what do I gotta do, man? But anyways, if you really rock with me, sign up for the Patreon. Shout out to all my Patreon members for really holding me down. The sole reason why I'm able to continue to do this at a level that I'm doing it. Truly appreciate y'all, like dead ass. Without y'all, I don't know where I'll be. Until next time, catch you on the next one.